Hey, what's up? Right now we are at the park. Jackson is here. This is my elementary school. This is where I went to elementary school at. And I wanted to come to the park today and show past me some love. From 2nd grade to 5th grade, I was in this school and I was going through quite a lot. So I want to visualize myself thinking about that kid and just playing some music for that kid. So here we are. What better spot than where I spent a lot of my time today, just focusing a lot on myself, my habits, my responses, and the person that I want to become. Every action, every step, every decision is me practicing the person that I will become tomorrow. And so as I go through what I'm going through, I ask myself, who am I growing into? And how do I want to grow through this? And so today it feels appropriate to be here at the park, just play some music. So, one of my recommendations to y'all as well is to, on top of creating an altar, get into habits and activities and hobbies that give you love back. The handpan for me has been so much fun for processing different emotions and just going through stuff. And I love it. It's so fun. I've been listening to handpan music for quite a while, and I made the decision pretty impulsively. I'm not sure how many weeks now to get one. It's got to be like 10 weeks now. And it's been great. It's been a great tool. If you feel like, maybe some of your self-love habits aren't as abundant as you would like them to be, allow yourself to think of others. Exercise, going for a run, music, whatever. Listening to books is how I started as well. It's a nice little tool. And while we're here, why not do some calls? Hashtag abundance.
What's up? Just wanted to check in, tap and see and introduce you to Sandy. I have him here too.
Hey, what's up? What has been your biggest takeaway from building relationships?
The first thing that comes to mind for me is just treating them the way I would treat somebody I care about. I feel like I've been very intimidated by people in the past. Now when I try to speak to someone that I don't really know too well, I genuinely want their lives to be better. Like the guy I was just talking to, he's a great dude. He has great energy. I like his vibe, and so I love his business, and I want to make sure that he succeeds. So
know that opportunities, you kind of have to demand them. They have to be something that you really, really go for. And nowadays, so many people are just a phone call away. Give them a call, ask a question. If they say no, it's gonna hurt a little bit, but you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Breaths like that, it really helps me relax my entire being. I learned it from one of my mentors, Kyle, and it's basically a stem of Wim Hof method, except that I've really just learned to relax and deeply breathe with every breath. Just with 5 breaths like that, it's a really great tool. I would recommend it to anyone that wants to quick reset, quick release. But just be very careful because you might pass out. I am notorious for passing out. Good morning. It is Friday, May 10th. Woke up today at 3:30 and just sleep at about 10:30. So I feel good today. I feel really good. Starting to see everything slowly come to place while moving so steadily. It really is almost this tortoise and hare mentality, but I'm pacing my mind. Last night, a really great quote slipped into my head, and it is because it keeps stressing money. Money just comes and goes, and I have so many responsibilities. They become really stressful, and when money's not coming and I feel like there's no certainty and I have bills and employees that I have to pay, it gets really stressful. And I just remind myself that there only is what is. I'm stressing things that haven't happened yet. I've so many times been shown that money comes to me when I need it. And yet here I am stressing. And so I relaxed myself and I just allowed myself to enjoy the present moment. I got a lead. Literally I was just sending messages on Instagram. I got a lead from Miami. What I love about life is that everyone finds different flow. Different things are true for different people at different times. Fear is suffering about something that hasn't happened, something that is not in the present moment. reminded myself of that yesterday, and I just took a step back and I was like, okay, what is? And when I looked around at what was, there was nothing but so much gratitude at how much I had. And it allowed me to really just step into the present moment and enjoy what was. I think in this conversation of who I'm becoming and who I'm practicing to be, it's almost a stillness, this gratitude, this clarity that I am reverse engineering that I'm really, really excited about and I'm really grateful for. Today, just going to enjoy the rainy day. It's raining all day today, and I love the rain. I literally went to sleep last night listening to rain sounds and just going to listen to some audiobooks and sit back and relax and just fill the mind with great ingredients and attack the day as soon as the sun comes out. Happy Sunday. Today is Sunday. I have a meeting with a broker owner in New York City in about a little bit and had the most relaxing last 2 days. I was very stressed out beforehand, and I've been reminding myself a lot about balance and pacing myself. Shout out to Alone. That season of Alone that we watched really inspired me on how to pace myself. Yesterday, had a bunch of downloads on balance. We also watched the movie Planet of the Apes, and it got me thinking a lot about what humans are, right? We're these intelligent beings that have to balance being intelligent while also being animals. And then I wrote down some stuff. I was like, okay, so we have to be God and animal at the same time. We have to balance both. So I remind myself in everything that I do that I have to balance both. So I have to listen to my emotions, but I also can't attach myself to my emotions. I have to balance both. And then if you balance, and this is why I want to change our company logo, if you balance, visualize yourself balancing a pencil on your finger. And what if that balance created infinite energy? And that's what I feel like life does. If you're balanced out, everything is good and balanced, everything just feels amazing. Abundance just happens on its own. I have Kilo here, scratches, bites, and pees everywhere, but he's very affectionate. And Yumi over here, he's so cute. You can do whatever you want to him and he'll never hurt you, but he'll wipe his butt on your chair and leave poop marks all over the place. And he eats too fast and throws up on the ground. So both of these cats are rescues. They're a huge responsibility. I feel like I should get paid by the government for these two guys. All right, so I just finished my meeting. Phenomenal conversation. I think what's so interesting is that I so many times have this inclination to have an expectation or a want. But if I surrender to the beauty of everything happens better than I expected. So we get here and we're having this conversation and we're just speaking about life. And it was such a beautiful conversation. And as much as there was a part of me that wanted a client, I think the most beautiful thing that came out of today was the conversation about brotherhood. And I really salty screenshot that. So here we are. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. This week just been thinking a lot about my conscience and who I am practicing to be. I had some thoughts this week of what can I do to clear my conscience with certain people, because I told you guys last week, there are just so much mental real estate that is taken up by conversations that I want to have with certain people. That's easier said than done, so I'm giving that time. But as I'm thinking about my current relationships and how I behave, I'm definitely standing up for what I know. I think I overthink quite a lot, and I've forgotten how much I trust myself. And I need to take action on certain things that I know will keep my conscience clear. This can be so hard when you are trying to be polite and nice. But I realize that being nice and people pleasing is not only manipulative because you're keeping that person in a state that keeps you comfortable, but you're holding them back from experiencing your authentic love. Love is not always the easiest thing. There's a difference between being nice and kind, and it's something that I definitely am stepping into more this week as I think about all this, because I trust myself and I know that I could be doing a whole lot more to treat people authentically. Let's put it that way. It's been a beautiful week, honestly. I've been super just focusing on the marathon. I've been running. I just came back from a run and I'm just pacing myself. I am taking steps towards balance constantly. And it's beautiful how much things are opening up and how less exhausted I feel. There is so much room for creation, and it's really, really blowing my mind. I'm really, really excited for this week and for things to continue to unravel and for me to continue allowing myself to let go into who I know deep down I truly am.